Om Shanti. Pitashree Prajapita Brahma Baba. He was the founder father for Brahma Kumaris. Actually, Brahma Kumaris wasn't the name of Brahma Kumaris earlier. He led a life which is actually a life-changing life. His life was like a torchlight for many people to lead a life of spirituality. Prajapita Brahma Baba, he was born in 1876 in Sindh, Hyderabad. Not this Hyderabad, Hyderabad, which is now in Pakistan. He was born in a family of teacher. His father was a teacher and his mother was a housewife. Unfortunately, he lost his mother in very early age, but his father was with him. You might have seen Prajapita Brahma Baba's life history on YouTube on many different websites. But today I'm going to tell you the important aspects of Baba's life. Brahma Baba was actually, before he became Brahma Baba, his name was Dada 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻, coming from a family of a teacher, means father was a school teacher. He changed his life with a lot of efforts and a lot of intelligence. He was not very well educated, but he was very intelligent. He was wise. And he worked for a kirana shop, and later he worked for jewelers, a diamond merchant, and later, with his own wisdom and his skills in his work, he became partner to the same merchant where he was working as a worker earlier. His name was Dada 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻 Kripalani. Kripalani was a very elevated clan those days in Sindh. Dada 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻 Kripalani was married with one lady named Yashoda, and he had 5 children. Dada 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻 Kripalani was one of the famous merchants in Bharat that time. As the time goes on, his business was flourishing like anything. He was a very renowned diamond merchant with a connection with all royal families in India and Nepal. He was even, in fact, British people, because those days India was ruled by British, and even English people also. They were in a good connection with Dada 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻, and they were also customers for him. He was a faithworthy, honest, and very loyal person. And he was very God-fearing, optimistic, and religious person, Dada 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻, with the picture which you can see now in brown color suits. He had a kingly lifestyle those days. His elder son, elder 2 daughters were married, and they were married in a very nice way. His life was all set. His life was nicely going on. He had wealth, enormous wealth. He was almost leading a life like an uncrowned king. But there was one thing that Dada 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻 was searching for, was God. He was searching for the truth. He was searching for how that divine power works. And this is why he went to many different gurus. Till the age of 16, Dada 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻 was in connection with 12 different gurus. and he was very uh, respectful to all his gurus. He, with all good regards, he was serving all his gurus. He always kept his gurus at the position of Almighty. That if Guruji has told something, that means this is final. I have to do this. He had enormous wealth, but still he was trying to uh, earn money a little more so that he can give it for charity with open hand. Means he doesn't want that his sons or his son-in-laws should feel that their property was taken for charity or so. So he was trying to earn money so that he can fulfill every member of the family. At the same time, he can go for different type of punya karmas, different type of charity on the name of religion. He was a devotee to Lord Vishnu. He used to read Bhagavad Gita every day. He was a very different person in his life. Although he was very good, very friendly with English, with kings, with the normal people, with the some normal business people also. But then also, he was very, very strong in his own principles. As he was Vaishnav, he was strictly vegetarian. When any type of party was thrown in his family, and kings or viceroys or means big government people, they are invited in their family, they used to ask for non-veg or drinks, and they used to comment on the other Lekras saying that although you have arranged for such a beautiful party, but your party is missing the charm of those foods or drinks. So Dada used to say that if I if I want to have a friendship with you, that is always welcome. But I cannot put my disciplines or my principles aside just to be a good friend of yours. So Dada was a combination of love and law at the same time in his own lifestyle. In the search of truth, in the search of uh, godly vision, godly work, in the search of divinity, one day, all of a sudden, Dada got some visions of Lord Vishnu and his 12 different incarnations. So when Dada had this vision of Lord Vishnu, Dada find it very inspiring, and Dada was very happy that okay, now today at least God is happy with me that He shown His मुझे उनके दर्शन हो गए. So Dada was very delighted to have these visions, and he ran to his gurus. He reached his guru and he explained about what all went with him earlier, how he got those visions. This guru seems like he have no idea about it. And this made Dada very confused. Till today, till that day, Dada kept gurus at supreme position in his life. Dada thought if there is anything called God, it is equal to my guru. But today, what he experienced personally, Guruji was not aware of it. It wasn't Guruji's power even. Even Guruji was confused. Is there any way to have such visions? So Guruji was in a doubt on Dada's versions, and this made Dada come into a doubt. And hereafter, Dada's life changed. Dada started thinking, well, if my guru is not aware of, then there must be something more powerful than my guru, which I should search for. And this made Dada go into introspection, go into silence, and Dada become more and more gone into solitude. Dada become very silent. Dada all the time start churning about spiritual understandings. Dada wanted to meet God, but he had no idea how to work on it. And little later, Dada has another reason. Dada's uncle was on deathbed, and Dada went to his uncle's house to have last meeting with his uncle. So when everybody was there among sitting between all the people, Dada saw that there was a small star blinking in the middle of forehead on his uncle's forehead. That star was shining, and that star moved from forehead to the tip of the toe, and from toe again to forehead. And all of a sudden, that star came out of the forehead, and it went off out of window. Dada was busy gazing at a star, and he found suddenly everybody started crying. That uncle gone. Dada was very surprised. What was that star? As soon as that star left the room, everybody started thinking, uncle gone. So is that star was my uncle or what? Dada became more confused, and Dada became more solitude. Dada became more silent and more introspective. Little later, he had a third vision, a vision of a very, very big destruction. I'm talking about the age of 1936, 35 and 36. So that time he was there in Varanasi. He was just sitting and looking towards the sky. All of a sudden, the sky became like a big screen, and there was a huge, massive destruction going on. Big bombs were there. They were big buildings, very tall buildings were there, and they were falling like anything. Um, there were volcanoes, there were ocean, means tsunamis. The thing which was very important to understand, Dada became very panicked that moment. Why? Because till that time, mind it was 1936. So till then, atom bombs, nuclear bombs were not created, neither they are planned. Till then, such big buildings were not existing. Till then, till 1935, tsunami was almost a hypothesis. And Dada was seeing all these things in practical through his own open eyes. So he was very confused what's happening. He was so panicked that he closed his eyes and he said, I don't want to see this reason. I don't want. He closed his eyes. As he closed his eyes, he find there is change in sound. Earlier, the sound of destruction was very bad to hear. And all of a sudden, sound has changed and everything is, it seems it is very soothing sound is there around. Uh, Something very pleasant. And Dada opened his eyes and scene was changed. It was a very beautiful world, a world with nature at its utmost beauty, a world there, uh, buildings and uh, buildings were made up of gold, and there were some stars coming down from the sky. They touch the ground and they become a prince. Another star touch the ground, become a princess. And like that, very beautiful prince and princesses were appearing in that scene. Dada saw the scene and Dada liked the scene very much. He tried to capture the scene in his eyes, but all of a sudden he heard a voice saying, "This is the world coming soon. You are the instrument to create this world." Dada was very confused. How I'm going to create such world, or I'm being an instrument to create the world? Well, the reason was finished. And Dada went to his Guruji again, invited his Guruji to his house to perform satsang. And satsang was going on, Dada, as usual, sitting in the front. Dada, all of a sudden, looking at his Guruji, he didn't find any interest in listening to satsang and he simply left the class. This was unusual. This was not unusual. This was once in his lifetime only. Dada was a person to sit in front of Guruji. He was so dedicated to his Guruji that he do not manage to look here or there while Guruji is sitting in front. And all of a sudden, Dada stood up and went back to his room, right in front of Guruji. It was a disregard to Guruji, and it was very unusual. So Dada's daughter-in-law, she ran after Dada, thinking maybe he is not well, he need any support. As daughter-in-law reaches his room, Dada's room, he find Dada is sitting on some place in the room, and Dada's eyes are red. The whole room is red and filled with red light. And Dada is speaking something very, very, very slow voice. So this daughter-in-law tried to catch what he's speaking. So she went very close to hear in order to hear what he's speaking. He was speaking Nizanand Swarupam Shivoham Shivoham, Gyan Swarupam Shivoham Shivoham, Prakash Swarupam Shivoham Shivoham. So daughter-in-law was confused and she just wanted to ask, Dada, are you okay? Baba, are you okay? As she asked, immediately Dada closed his eyes and that light was gone. The room was normal. When he opened his eyes again, it wasn't red eyes anymore. So daughter-in-law asked, Baba, what happened? Dada said, I was asking what happened. That light came, light was speaking. Daughter-in-law said, no, you were speaking. Dada said, no, that light was speaking. And here a new chapter began. This was the time when God, the divine, almighty, supreme, God Father, Shiv Baba, descend down in Dada Lekhraj body. And with his body, he started giving different spiritual courses, means different spiritual theories, which was very new to the world. Shiv Baba, means God the Father, he started giving knowledge of real Gita. He started giving knowledge about soul and body. He gave knowledge about purity in lifestyle. He started giving knowledge about real karma, means good karma. He gave knowledge about religion. He gave knowledge about how soul has descended down from soul world to this world, and how soul has to go back to the same. And here starts Om Mandali, a small tiny satsanga, which was named as Om Mandali. And Dada Lekhraj was named as Om Baba. And Baba used to sit and first of all, they used to start the satsang with the chanting of Om. And later, this chant goes into different, means whatever God Shiva has to speak, he used to speak from mouths of Dada Lekhraj, that is Om Baba. After 1936-37, in the year of 1937, Dada Lekhraj made a trust of 8 people, 8 girls who were there, students of the same satsang, Om Mandali. And he actually donated all his properties to this trust. And this Om Mandali was run by these 8 ladies, then onwards. Then Almighty God Shiva, he gave a new name to Om Baba, Prajapita Brahma. And then onwards, we call him Prajapita Brahma Baba. He was a father. He was a father for everyone. Father, he had that fatherly touch, fatherly love for every soul, so that he can accept every person with how they are, with their qualities, with their weaknesses. He was a teacher to teach, to train every child and give maximum love to every child so that every bud can bloom to a flower. He was a guide. He used to guide, he used to means he was the torch holder for every new work. He was that person who will lead you to success in your work. And his life was like a lighthouse to give you a pathway, to actually make you in right direction. He was the person to accept, appreciate, and with his affectionate love, every person was feeling like he was my father. Since 1936 till 1950, the organization Om Mandali bloomed like anything. It shifted from Sindh, Hyderabad to Karachi, and in 1950, it shifted from Karachi to Mount Abu. And then the name Om Mandali was transformed into Prajapita Brahma Kumari Ishwariya Vishwavidyalaya. So then onwards in 1950, Mount Abu becomes our international headquarters, and later since 1951, small branches were started in different parts of the countries. In beginning, there were only few branches in Delhi, Patna, Lucknow, Jaipur, Kanpur. So these were the areas where there were first branches opened. And later, these branches flourish all over the world. At present, Brahma Kumaris are working in more than 130 countries with more than 5,000 big branches and more than 10,000 small classes, with nearly 11.5 lakh people following path of spirituality in their daily lifestyle. So it was Father Prajapita Brahma Baba who actually made his life so inspirational that acceptance, affection, appreciation, it automatically, like a father's inheritance, it came into Brahma Kumari's lifestyle. Brahma Baba was a person of attention also. He used to keep a very strict attention on himself, that what I will do, people will follow. So I should do everything very, very accurately. He was a person of accuracy also. So when he was accurate, all automatically those were trained by him, those were taught by him, those who were loved by him automatically became accurate. With keeping this attention, giving this service to mankind, accepting every soul as his children, he never missed an attention that he is also child of God. And he has also, it is important for himself that he also have to purify himself. So remembering Almighty, his own daily routine, service with his own hand, he always kept attention for his own lifestyle. 18th January 1969, at the age of 93, Brahma Baba left his mortal coil and he ascended to angelic world. And in remembrance of Prajapita Brahma Baba, Tower of Peace was built in international headquarters of Brahma Kumaris. This is called Shanti Stambh, Tower of Peace. This was the place where Baba was cremated. Baba's body was cremated, basically. Baba became an angel, and Baba, with his own enormous thought power, spiritual powers, Baba sitting in angelic world, helping all of us to flourish, helping all of us to purify ourselves. It is Baba's powers which are helping us so that we can connect with Almighty. We can, via Brahma Baba, we connect to Almighty God, and so we can purify ourselves. So this is the life history of Prajapita Brahma Baba. After 1969, the administration went in three important hands of Brahma Kumaris, Dadi Prakashmani, Dadi Janki, and Dadi Hriday Mohini ji. Although all these three are not anymore with us, of course they are with us in their angelic form, but Brahma Kumaris started like Om Mandali with Prajapita Brahma Baba. At current position, it is an international organization flourishing throughout the world with lakhs of people. It was, thanks for the slide, it was only Brahma Baba who actually worked everything without any example in front of him. We all have reference lives. We all have Baba's life history in front of us. Whenever we find any trouble in our life, whenever we find like, this is not right, how to proceed in this situation, Baba's life is almost like a Google search for us. If Baba was there in this situation, what he used to do, and it was easy to find any solution because it was correct. The path he chose was correct. The path he went on was inspiring, and he became angel, and we too are following it. So this was Prajapita Brahma Baba. Om Shanti.